Hi, this is Marloom's Creations, and today I will be showing you how to create this mermaid on your rainbow loom. If you want to create Ariel instead, all you would have to do is follow my instructions when to change the colors to purple for her top and jelly teal for the tail and the fin. Let's begin by telling you what the supplies you will need for today's tutorial. You will need your rainbow loom set up in the staggered position with the arrows facing you, and you will also need a lot of colors. You have to decide what colors you want your mermaid to be. Today I'm going to be making the hair multicolored as well, but mine will be different. It will be 2 purples and 2 yellows. If you want to do the same tutorial as me, you can. And I will be making her top instead of the metallic blue that you see here. I will be making a white top for the mermaid I will be making today. But the tail area is going to be the same. So the only thing I'm changing is some of her hair, and the color of her top will be white. As far as this part, this is a metallic pink. And this part is a light pink that I found at AC Moore. The metallic blue was also purchased at AC Moore, and so were the colors in her hair. The color that you can use for your mermaid skin is either tan, which also is at AC Moore, or you can use light peach, which I have no more of. I ran out myself. Let me tell you what you will need besides your rainbow loom. You will also need to have 2 e-beads threaded onto 1 band, and I will show you how to do that right now. This will become your mermaid's eyes, and that's the only 2 beads. I'm not going to be doing the beads on her fin today. You will take a piece of floss, this is what I use, and I thread it through a bead. And these beads I also purchase at AC Moore and sometimes Michael's as well. They sell beads like this at any craft store, and they are called e-beads. And you will thread both of your beads onto your floss. And once they are on your piece of floss, you will take the color that you will be using for her skin. So it's either tan or peach or one of the colors of rainbow loom. And then you will place that band on your piece of floss, and you will take the tip of your floss and thread it back through those beads. And once you have done that, you can just pull, and your beads will slide right onto your band. And obviously these 2 colors are not matching, but they would be matching, and that would become your doll's eyes. You will need white, if you're following my tutorial, for her top of her bathing suit. Or you can use the one I have in this photo, which is metallic blue, or any color of your choice. And I'm also going to be using 2 separate colors. I used the dark or the metallic pink, which is just a darker version of this pink, and then light pink. If you want to do everything all one color, the side over here as well as her tail, you can. I just like the contrast of the colors. And as far as her hair, in this one I used a blue and a purple on one strand, and then all purples on another, and I did that 2 times for each, and I'll show you how to do the hair now. So I will pause the video and I will let you figure out what colors you want to use. If you are just going to use the same colors as the tutorial that I'm doing, then you would gather white for her top and a dark pink and a light pink. You must choose a color for her skin, and thread 2 e-beads onto a single band that's the color of her skin for her eyes. And then when I come back, you should have gathered all your supplies. Once you have gathered all of your colors, the first thing we will do is start with her hair. You are going to take the color of the hair that you want. So I'm going to do another link. I already made 2, one yellow and one purple. And you are going to place it on your loom and just go all the way down to the last peg. So it's just the basic pattern for a rainbow loom. And if you want, you can, after you have finished this one, you can put purple over here, or if you want your doll to have a different color hair, you can do that as well. When you reach the last peg, you will take another band and wrap it around that last one 4 times. So I'm going to place the purple first. So my mermaid is going to have purple and yellow hair. And it's the first time I'm making a mermaid with that kind of hair, so we'll see. We will find out together. Now, when you reach the end, take another band matching the color and wrap it around 4 times. So you twist and just keep wrapping it around. That's 2, 3, 4. The same with this one. Put it on, twist, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you just loop forward. And those of you that don't know, you just reach behind the capping band, grab that single yellow, bring it up and forward to the peg above, and you just keep doing that all the way, and the same with this. So I'm going to pause the video, loop these, and I'll be back. So once you have finished looping your doll's hair, you can remove it from the loom. Place your hook in there, pull it off. Same with this one. And you want to make another set if you haven't done so. So I'm doing 2 yellows and 2 purples. And then you can just place them to the side, and we will use that later. The next step is we are going to make the mermaid's arms, and you are going to place 2 either light peach or tan, or the color that you decided to use for your doll's skin, and place 2 bands from here to here, and you will go down 4. We will make another set on this side, so it's double. And you want to make sure that they're placed nice and straight, so that when we loop them, the doll's arms are not all twisted. And the same way you wrapped a band 4 times with the doll's hair, you're going to do the same with this. Wrap a band 4 times here and 4 times here, and also loop forward. So you take a band and wrap it around once, twice, and same with this one, and then just loop forward, and you can do that, and I will be right back. If you have finished looping the mermaid's arms, you can remove it from the loom. Just fix it so that it doesn't look all twisted. And then also, if you have a spare hook, or I use a coffee stirrer sometimes, you can place it through here, place it on the side, but I just take them off slowly, and they really don't fall apart, and then I place them to the side. So far you should have made her arms, her hair, and now we are going to make her tail. And then after her tail, we will begin her body. For the tail, first decide what color her tail is going to be. Mine is going to be metallic pink, and it'll match this area as well. So if you're choosing blue or pink or whatever color you decide, that's the color you're going to grab right now. I'm going to grab double metallic pinks and place it from here to here. And it's probably going to be the same thing as the doll's arms, going 4 times down. And make sure when you place them on that they are not overlapping and not tangled. See, they're placed nicely. And after you have placed these 4, you can do another 4 here. And now you can grab the same color but a single. These were using doubles. Now you will grab a single band and wrap it around this peg 4 times as well. And this one. And there's a hair in here. Okay, and then you may begin to loop forward as well. Once you have looped the mermaid's tail, you can remove from the loom. And I am going to, these are slippery so they can come apart. I'm going to just transfer it to a coffee stirrer. And what I did is I cut it in half, and I use them for my creations to keep it to the side. And then it just holds it. And if you want to place the other ones on there too, you can. The hair I just leave out though. And so you should have the tail, the arms, and all her hair. And you can put that to the side. Now we are going to begin actually making the doll. The first thing you are going to do is grab any color band that you chose to use for her hair. So this becomes tricky because I used purple and yellow, so I can choose purple or yellow for the first color. So I will just use a yellow, and I'll place 1 single band there. Oops. We need another one. I will place a yellow here, and then the next 2 will be 1 yellow. If you're choosing the same as me with the pattern of the yellow and the purple, you will choose 1 yellow and 1 purple. And you will place them together and go from here to here. So if your hair is blue and black, you would choose a blue and black. And then you repeat going down, a yellow and a purple, and on this side. And here. Now we are going to switch to the color of your doll's skin. So if it's light peach or tan or the color that you chose, you will grab that now. So I'm working with tan, and I will grab 2 and place it from here to here. And then I will go in on those 2 pegs. Then from here to here. And from here to here. Oops. Then the same, using the color of the skin, you will go on these 2. Still using the skin color, you will now create the neck, and using double bands. This is how it looks. Now we will create the shoulder. 2 that way. And 2 to the right. So it's 2 to the left and 2 to the right. Now we are going to place one last set of the skin color in the middle. And we're going to switch now to the color of her top. So if I'm going to use white today. If you want to use the same as this girl, it's a metallic blue. And you will grab the color that you're using for her top and place 2 here. Then back to the skin color and place 2 here. So it's 2 whites, 1 here, and 2 on this side, 1 in the middle. We switch back to a skin color. It will be 2 on this one. These bands are slippery. Two here. And now we are going to be switching to the color that should match your tail. So the color that you chose for your tail is going to be the color that we use next. I'm going to place 2 here. One here. And 1 here. Now onto the tail. I'm using light pink. You're going to grab double pink bands and place it from here to here. So we have switched to this part of the doll. You see how that looks all mangled? You don't want that. When it's time to loop, it won't look nice. So make sure they all look straight. And then on the fourth one, you are going to turn in to this peg. Place 2 here. And then turn in as well. We are still using the light pink. Now grab 2 more double pink bands and place it from here to here on this last peg. Now you will grab your hook and place the tail part back onto your hook. And this is going to be just, this part is a little tricky, but please, it will be alright. Hold on. Okay, so what you're going to do is there's a loop there's 2 loops here and 2 loops here. You're going to place the first 2 loops, but be careful because if you pull on it, it's going to come out. So you're going to place these 2 onto this peg first. So I do is I pinch the other one, and that way it doesn't come out. And then place that on there like that. And leave the other one hanging, but be careful it doesn't fall out. Then do the same with this one. Just place the first 2, pinch these, and place those over this one. Now grab, see how mine is starting to come out, grab your hook, place it through those, back to the first set, and loop it over to that peg. And now this one that's starting to come out, grab that last set and loop that over. You have completed placing the tail onto your loom. Your setup should look like this, or slightly different if you're using different colors. And let's place her hair. So you grab your hook and just grab the links. Mine fell off. And place one of the links on this peg, the very first peg on the left. And I'm going to place 1 set of purple and 1 set of yellow. And the same on the other side. 1 set of yellow and a purple. And mine keep popping off. Now if you want your hair to be longer, you can just continue to add some more links, but that's just the size I chose. So now her hair is placed, and now you should have made the eyes, the 2 E-beads threaded onto one of the color of your choice for the doll's skin. But first we're going to grab the arms and place the arms on. And the other set. And before you place your eye band, you want to grab another color that matches the color of the doll's skin, and you're going to place it on these two pegs. So from the top, it's the second peg on both sides, from here to here, and twist it 3 times. Then place it on this peg. So let's do that over in case you missed it. Take your band, your single band, to be on the second peg, and just twist it 3 times and place it back over this peg. Now you can grab your eye band and place it over. That band in the back will help to pop your doll's eyes out. Otherwise they stay kind of hidden the way she is. Had I placed one on her, it would have popped out a little bit more. Then you're going to grab another tan band and place it on these 3 pegs. So it's a triangle band from here to here. Again, matching the color of her skin. Now we will place the triangle bands on her body. The first one is going to match this part of her tail, which is light pink. And it will be from here to here. These 3. So the second peg up, and you're going to wrap it around twice. The next one is these 3, also wrapped around twice. The next one is just a single on these 3. And then another single. Then we will switch to the color that matches her tail. And that is going to be wrapped around twice as well. So you just, in order to do that, you take your band over those 3, twist it, and then place it over. And then you will grab the color of your doll's skin and place it on these 3, and also twist it around twice. And then you will grab the band that matches your doll's top. So my doll's top is white, so I will grab a white. If you are using blue, you will grab a blue. And you will also wrap that around twice. And you are done. We are done with the setup of Ariel, or your mermaid. It's not Ariel, so that was a mistake. But if you did want to create Ariel, it's the exact same setup, except her top would be purple and her entire tail would be teal. Actually, remove, I just realized we forgot a step. Remove this one over here. You're going to remove from her arm, you're going to go down 1, 2, 3, 4 and remove that triangle band that we wrapped around twice. I forgot to show you how to add the sides over here. It just looks a lot cuter with that. So grab the color that matches her tail over here and take a single band and wrap it around 4 times over your hook. After that, grab double bands of the same color and pull these over. If you have a hard time, you can just pinch one at a time and place it over. And then the bottom loop, you just place that over your hook again. And you are going to place this on, from her arm, 1, 2, 3, 4, the 4th peg down. And repeat the same for this side. So you grab a single band wrap it around 4 times or 3, depends. If you do 3, it'll look fluffier. If you do 4, it would be a tighter look. So I'm actually going to do 3 on this one and then fix the other one. So I'm just going to correct this. So you should have added we accidentally capped these 3 without adding the side of her tail. Now that you have added these, we can repeat the process of placing that triangle band. So you're still going to use that same color that we took off, which is the color that matches her tail, and place it on these 3 pegs and wrap it around twice. Now we are truly finished with the setup and we can begin to loop. The first step is you're going to reach in where her tail is and pull and loop the light pink up and over to that peg. So it's a lot of bands to push through, so be careful. Make sure you're not grabbing any of the bands of the tail and just that light pink, and you're going to pull it up. You may want to hold the, see how they pop off? You may want to hold the tail down just for this part and place this band on here. Once you do that, you can move the tail to the middle, and then that relieves some of the tightness. Now we are going to enter this band. Once you have placed your mermaid's tail in the middle, we will now begin to loop. You will need to figure out which of your bands go forward first. If you looped in the same order as me, then these 2 bands that are right here are the ones that you will be looping forward. So you're going to reach in, and if this overwhelms you, you can take your hook and reach in through the side and pull on those bands or pinch it with your finger, and then reach in through the tail, and you can push back all those bands, and as you pull this band you can see the 2 that are moving, and then that will assure you that you're grabbing the right ones. Your band should go forward to the peg above. Now you will need to grab the next 2 bands. So for me, the next 2 are, and this is popping off, the next 2 go to the right for me, and they should for you too if you place them in the same order. And then the other, and it's okay if yours go to the left and then to the right. This part doesn't matter much because they all end up at the same place. And these will go to the left. And so far, this is what your setup should look like. You should have looped those 3. Then, I like to just loop the middle all the way up. You don't have to do that. You can loop this whole side first. I find this easier. Now, once you have finished looping the middle, you're going to reach into this peg and push back all those bands and just grab the bottom 2 and loop that forward as well. If you are faster than me, just be careful when you get to this part. It's going to be really tight because we added these extra bands, so if you just want to wait, I will show you a little trick. So now we are going to reach in and grab the 2 skin colors. Yours should be the color that matches her skin, and just pull that forward. For me, it was easy. If it was not easy for you, mine was easy because the metallic bands are very slippery, so it kind of makes it easy to slide. But if you're using a color that's not slippery, when you're pulling the band up, if you feel it's tight, you can pull on here and it'll loosen it up. You should have looped forward now the band that matches your doll's top. Then you're going to reach into the armband and just grab the bottom 2 and bring it to the middle peg. Now back to the bottom. Grab the bottom 2. Loop it forward. And the same on this side. You're going to reach into this peg, push back all the bands, and only will be grabbing 2 skin colors. If it's tight, you can, as you're looping forward, if you feel that there's some resistance, you can pull on here and it will release it. Push back the capping band or the triangle band. Reach in through the arm and grab just the bottom 2 bands and bring that to the middle. And now for the neck, you're going to be grabbing these bands. It's a lot of bands in here, so just push them all the way back like that. Grab the bottom 2 and slowly wiggle it to the peg above. Don't pull too hard because they can snap. The next bands should be the middle. If you place it the same as I did, it should be your middle. And you can see it if you wiggle it, and you will place those forward. Then the next 2 for me are on the right, and I will grab those and place it to the right, and then the last set to the left. I also loop her face forward. Make sure when you looped this middle part that her eyes were separated. You don't want her eye to be in the middle. And then loop here and just stop over here. Then reach into here and make sure you're pushing back all those bands. Grab the bottom 2, loop forward. Avoid the eye bands. You can see them moving. And you're going to be grabbing the 2 colors you placed that will match your doll's hair. So if you're grabbing a skin color, it's not correct. And then again, you're going to reach in and be grabbing the 2 bands on the bottom over here. So if you want to just pull on the hair a little and get it out of the way, you can grab, this part is kind of easy, and place it to the middle peg. Back to this peg over here, you're going to reach for the bottom 2. Avoid the eye band, reaching for the 2 colors of your hair. The same with these. And then you will place your hook through all these bands, and you will grab that single band that we placed, the first step, and you will pull it through, put it on your hook, and then you're going to make a slip knot, which is you pull this band over that other band, move these out of the way, and then you're just going to pull. If while you're pulling the band snaps like that, I spoke too soon, just thread your hook back through there and grab another band. I'm going to try purple this time, see if that doesn't snap. And you know what? You can place it to the side. See how I place it to the side? And then you will grab that band, place it over your hook, and then pull. And that went better this time. And now you can remove your mermaid from your loom. I start slowly. If you tear her off quickly, the bands will probably stretch and she just won't look as tight and neat as this one. So I'm going to slowly remove her little by little, and then we will get back to you. So after you have finished removing your mermaid from your loom, she should look like this if you use the same colors as I did. If not, it still should look almost the same. And I think it came out pretty good. I mean, I do think that this one's better because it's a darker top. So it's just trial and error. I just wanted to see what that would look like with white. And the loop that we used in the beginning, you can either use it as a charm for your backpack. If you want to hide it, you can grab her hair to the side, take the loop, put it on your finger, place the hair to the side, and you can use it as a scrunchie, which that's how I hide my bands. I just use the actual loop. And you can wrap it around a couple times if you want. I do it two or three times. And I don't like it to be too tight, and that's how you make a mermaid. Now if you want to create Ariel next time the same way, you would just use the same technique but change all these to green. And that would be the jelly that they sell at Michael's and AC Moore as well. And it looks really neat. And that is how you create a mermaid. So thank you for watching. I hope you liked the tutorial. I hope it wasn't too hard. And if you like it, then please subscribe. Thank you.